at turn 4. But we focus back upon the leaders. A fascinating fight for the final podium spot playing out. But with 1.5 laps to go, it's still Pratama from Ogiwara. Where is Ogiwara going to make his move, Fran?
It's going to be an interesting one to watch, isn't it? Because like we said, the number 16 looks pretty chill there in second place. But yeah, really great final charge then from Takahira. Let's see if he can really get into that battle and take a spot on the podium. Yeah, he's right with them now. It's the number 9 with the orange helmet, that's Takahira. So he's made up an awful lot of distance so quickly on this duo. Let's see what he's got now then, because time is running out to try and get past 2 riders. But for sure, they've got another shot down the slipstream soon. Maybe he can make that work for him. And if he's able to keep this pace up as well, should be able to gap them. And he's going for a 2-in-1.
Oh, what a move.
Thanks and bye. Lovely stuff there from Takahira then. Just obviously really in that rhythm, just has a bit more speed, arrives on the scene, immediately makes that move. Let's see now if he can get the hammer down and keep them behind him then. But at the front, it's as you were. Some nice high-speed chest today, isn't it, from these two? And all close to the edge, but not over it this time from the number 7 of Pratama. This is it then. Here we go.
Last lap time in the Age of Talent Cup for 2023. Pratama takes a different line on the outside down the front straight, trying to break the slipstream of Ogiwara. Ogiwara not quite able to do it down into turn 1. That's the first passing manoeuvre done, but there is plenty on this Losail International Circuit. Pratama a little bit squirrely on the exit there, and it's a 3-way fight for the final podium spot. Adaki holds it into turn 1. Takahira demotes from P3 to P5 in a matter of a couple of corners. Remember, Takahira is after his first podium since the opening round in Malaysia. He so desperately wants that podium, does the number 9, but so does Adaki and so does Ozawa.
Yeah, absolutely. So then Takahira wasn't able to make that gap, certainly enough to fend them off in the slipstream. So let's see what the number 9 has got on the rest of the last lap. But at the front then, oh, yeah, that looked like it could be a move on, but not quite. Ogiwara still in that second place. Is he waiting? Has he not been able to find that gap? What do we think is going to happen in this duel? The number 16 has some big decisions to make here, because at least as the leader, yes, you got to make sure the door's shut, but you've also mainly just got to put in the cleanest, fastest lap you possibly can.
I think it's all going to come down to the final corner, Fran. As we mentioned, the finish line is much closer. The battle for third rages on. The finish line is much closer to turn 16. If you make a lunge up the inside at the final corner and manage to get a decent run out of the final corner, you're going to win the race. Takahira very close to Ozawa on the inside there at turn 9 into turn 10. Another passing place has been and gone. It's currently Adaki from Ozawa from Takahira in the podium fight. Takahira just wide on the exit. That might have cost him time, but here we go then. The leaders are through turns 11 and 12. This is turn 14 and this is turn 15, where Pratama's made a few mistakes already this race, but no mistakes as of yet through turn 15 for Ozawa. Keeps it on the straight and narrow, but this is turn 16, the last lap of the last race of the season. Ogiwara diving up the inside. No, not quite this time around. Now it's all about who can get the power down and get it on the run to the line. Pratama just keeps it inside on the black stuff. Pratama, is he going to win? Break the slipstream. Ogiwara tries, but it is Pratama for the 9th time this season who wins in the Age of Talent Cup. What a race between the top two, and this is the podium fight for Ozawa currently leading it. Adaki and Takahira close. Ozawa pulls to the outside. Who's going to win? I think it's going to be Adaki who wins the fight for third place. It is Adaki who claims third place from Takahira, and Ozawa, who was third out of the final corner, finishes P5. What a race, Fran. What a way to end the season.
It was indeed, and it's still going on as well. These guys then almost 3 abreast. That's going to be a photo finish, I think. Just looking at the timing screens, no idea who took that. 0.034 between the 3 of them. So it's Nicholas Poitisan and Al Sahuti then completing the top 10 from the back after that mistake and having to start from the back. But yeah, what an incredible finish to that race, and 2 perfect conflicting examples of what you can do at the final corner and how you can make it work. Adaki just able to make that slipstream work and steal that 3rd position, get back on the podium after his heartbreak yesterday. And Takahira, Ogiwara, not quite able to open that door or force it open, and then not quite able to beat him on the run to the line either. But an incredible race from the number 16. Great stuff. Always great to see a battle right to the wire, and we got plenty there, didn't we? The entire top 10 was decided right at the line there, in their own little gaps. So great stuff from the ATC once again. Fantastic race from this rider, the number 7, Ega7Pratama. Great recovery from some heartbreak yesterday from Menggenapi to get that final place on the podium. And shout out to Ogiwara. That was a really impressive day's work from the number 16 to stay right with Pratama to the end of that race and so very nearly steal it too.
Adaki then, with that 3rd place, has picked up 2nd in the overall standings. He came into this weekend 2nd in the overall standings, lost it yesterday after a crash at the final corner, but he has responded very well as Adaki on the number 14. That scrap for the final podium place going the way of Adaki has handed him 2nd in the championship standings in 2023. A fine ride from Adaki all season long. Unfortunately, no one had an answer for Pratama. You can see there confirmation. Partizan, unfortunately, coming into this race 2nd, will end the 2023 season down in 4th with Ogiwara and Adaki moving ahead of him. Ogiwara, big mover there. Unfortunately, not quite enough for him to finish 2nd in the standings. Pratama, though, what a season, Fran. Another victory, expertly done as well.
Look at that. I mean, imagine Pratama's not there. It's one of the closest finishes to the season ever, that. Incredibly close in that battle for 2nd. But the number 7, Ega7Pratama, the Indonesian rider, has just had a little something extra on plenty of occasions